You know, when they talk about the first landing of the Africans here, this is not the first landing. This is the first enslaved people's landing in America, 1619 in Hampton, Fort Monroe, Virginia. But it's not the first coming of the Africans to America for what so-called America is.
There were people living here, indigenous people. They'd been here for 12,000 plus years or more. That's where this history begins here. We can't explain exactly how those indigenous people got here, but they were here. The area was occupied.
This is where our ancestors landed. This is where the African imprint on America began. And that was a story that was not being told. What we were being taught was the Jamestown story, that the first Africans arrived at Jamestown and everything happened at Jamestown, neglecting the history here at Fort Monroe. I started teaching this history in 1994, and it took me many years to get people to understand that what they were hearing or what they were taught was a false narrative.
So I don't want to get too much into the weeds other than to say that racism provided the foundation for what ultimately happened to those enslaved Africans.
That's why the word history, his story, is not always true. So we need to have our story told by our people to help to bring some true light to this whole divide, because that's what it is.